Okay, we should be live. Just gonna start announcing things. Where's my chat? No one in chat just yet, which is fine. This one can be deleted. This is the message. I'm pretty much late with everything today. Had a lot of trouble getting home. Just wind, rain, and I'm not feeling too peachy. At home we lost a charger, quite important charger. We still have a backup, but we kind of want to know where the normal charger is. And we haven't been able to find it for 2 days straight. There's no one in chat anyway. That was yesterday. I got a new laptop. I kind of have to reinstall all programs again. Hearing weird sounds. Deep sigh. And it's already 9, so yay! Which other sites do I need to notify of me being live? Great, so you deleted it. Fine. Also had a late dinner. And like I said, been looking for a missing charger. Which is still missing, by the way. There's still a hoax going on Facebook that if you copy a piece of text, then Facebook won't use your images. And we all know that's fake. Well, most people know it's fake. Posting on social media, giving the time for people to join the chats, saying hi. How many do I have in chat already? None in chat, but one person watching through Twitch. Right. Some people told me they couldn't make it, so I'm waiting for people who don't exist. I'm all alone. Which is fine, by the way. I got another piece for my AnimeCon competition entry. Well, I do have to find out if it actually works. And that was the Facebook notifications. Needham DeviantArt. I think that's all the socials. And then I start. Did I? Oh, wait. Yes, no, maybe. Yeah, did post it on Kara as well. Then I think I've got everything. So whoever is watching me on Twitch, hello. Let's first, for those who are going to watch this stream later on, let's give the updates. I've been editing a bit, almost at 1/3. We're getting there. Recorded episode 14. Don't think I'll be able to do some art for 15 today. And of course, the most important news about Vados the cat, still here. He's quite clingy the past few days. Not sure what's it about, but I'm giving him pets, all the pets. First doing the text, because for the recording, all those back and forths aren't there very interesting. Oh, why is there a plus over here? Go away. going to send it to the people who are not in chat, but are watching through other means. Okie dokie. So, alright, VTuber. Almost forgot my VTuber. And next month, June, I can, what's her name? Coco. I can pull Coco off the shelf. There we go. So, good evening. Party of one. And we're starting recording. So, not much to share, except the usual. Me being tired all the time. Despite being able to sleep in the past week, I'm still tired every 3 seconds. Doesn't help that the weather is kind of dreary. I think I even got home wetter than during fall rain showers. And I've been asked once again by the museum that I always teach if I'm also willing to do party request. Someone wants to have a party and have it at the museum, and if I'm willing to host a workshop. Well, of course. Let's make Penny all virtually and awesome. Okay, that's a cat. Let's see if I can see the kitty cats. Can't see them, but I hear one quite loudly growling. Is that what you call it with a cat? Still hearing it. It's really loud. Can you guys hear that cat? Dude, break it up, break it up. I think they broke it up. That was an adventure. I'm gonna do the word, the when where I'll do that later. Or floating panels. Same with here, floating panels. What is this comic about? There was a running match in Amersfoort, and I used to live there for a very short while because that's where I met my love. And yeah, it was very near our old apartment, so we know how to get there. And then all the public transportation just failed us. I'm just gonna do this in back view, and I'm gonna grab something to drink. There we go. Hydrate, hydrate. There we go. How does one hold the phone near their ears? Let's see. Thumb is in the back. So, also hello to the YouTuber who joined us. Let's see, we have the thumb going up and then the fingers going to the front. I also got myself a new phone. I haven't installed it yet, just a timing thing. But I'll do that on my day off, which is first day, and that means also recording, and that means hopefully finishing up the 3D print that's supposed to be released Monday. I have quite a few that are almost done, but not done enough just yet. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Also, June is the easy month for me because it's also the Pride month, and I'm not gonna paint those because despite I want painted examples, yeah, I'm not of the LGBT community. I support them. I'm just not of that community. So whichever flag I paint just doesn't have a meaning to me. And such things are very personal. So I'm just going to offer the, whatchamacallit, just going to offer, oh wait, that was the Ctrl-Z one. I'm just going to offer the files, and I've printed them, so I tested them, and I can show them. They're just all going to be green. But yeah, I have less than an hour actually to do this before I have to give Vados his medicine. And like I said, I'm super tired, so probably gonna call it a day after that. Oh, that's way too low. Which was the button again? Not this one. Not this one either. I need to know which buttons they are, and I can't remember them just yet. Okay, reading there and Ctrl Shift C. Nee. Oh, it is that button. Okay. Because I'm so tired, I'm gonna keep it easy and just draw our character Penny, who's represented. I was telling about a story, wasn't I? That I was going to an event, and then all public transportation failed, and luckily someone was willing to take us there. We could have taken our own car, by the way, but why didn't we take our own car? I guess we never even considered it, but at least they wanted to come along to support as well. But yeah, this week is new laptop, new phone, and a lot of installing. And of course, I also have work. You know, something needs to pay for that phone and all. Did get it as a bargain, by the way. And it was delivered super fast by very cool blue guys. Never had much issue with the cool blue guys. Have had quite some issue with the other blue guys. Which I can tell story after story after story about it. But maybe you guys want to share a story about very good or very bad customer service. If it's too private, then I won't repeat it. But otherwise, I'll read your story. I left the window open a bit, so it's a bit humid up here. Wait. Not the way she's looking. Smilechan is going to look the other way. If I do have time left, maybe I will go. We'll do art for episode 15. But I might just be too tired. We have Hemelvaartsdag, Ascension Day, which is a national holiday, so people are off, on my day off, my usual day off. So, yeah. Not that much different for me, except most stores are closed. And Pentecost, I believe it's called in English, is heading this way as well, which I'm probably going to use for streaming or at least painting. So it might be that I'm going to miss a couple of Sunday streams just simply because I don't have time to record. Or I really don't want to because I'm so overloaded. Save. There we go. Press the button. I'm also looking forward in testing my new supplies for my AnimeCon entry. It's going to be very scary because I really gonna have one shot. And those who want to can now quote Eminem with one shot. Don't miss your chance. Something like that. Good song, by the way. But yeah, it's very scary because I usually do things digitally, the special effects. And this time I can't do the effects digital. And if I want to sell the final result, I can't do the effect. So there's going to be a digital replica that's not going to be perfect replica. Of course, I'm going to replicate it as much as possible, but it's not going to be a one-on-one replica because the analog material I'm using can't be scanned. Also, the piece is bigger than my scanner, so that's not going to work either. But, I wanted to try something new. Got a beautiful picture, by the way. And I'm going to show that after the penny stream. And of course, I'm going to take a new picture with my new phone to see if that gets better quality. Oh, this is not working. This is not working. I need a sketch. Also, sneeze coming up. Double sneeze. Because I always double sneeze. Sometimes I just need an extra guideline. Like said, the older I get, the longer I draw, the more guidelines I use. Lose Yourself. That was the song of Eminem. Good song, good song. I'm not into rap at all, but Eminem has a couple of good songs. Okay, so I'm gonna create a phone like this, thumbs going behind it. And then, because it's a complicated pose, I'm just going to hide much with the hair. Or at least hide some with the hair. And despite Penny being 18 years old, more or less, she doesn't have a driver's license. My micro keyboard has 2 dials, and they can spin all the way, so that makes it a lot easier. Yeah, I think this is my art. Save it. It was Ctrl A, Ctrl Shift C, Ctrl V, and Ctrl D. And I copied the text as well. Great. Well, let's do that again. We have Ctrl A, Ctrl Shift A, Ctrl V, Ctrl V, Ctrl D. Why twice? Because I make 2 layers. Also, I'm a big fan of public transportation. I really like it. They just have to write. And I don't mind getting early, but the fastest connection we had was about 30 minutes before the train, and then about 30 minutes extra on the location. So you pretty much wait an hour. That's a bit big. They're dark. Oh, that's a non-closed line. Short-term memory, what was it doing? Right. Why did I not do that entire face? I know there's some hand coloring involved, but oh, missed a part of the neck, but that's okay. We're still coloring. Got 3 people watching. Missed a piece of arm over there. Okay, now we're gonna color. Oh, we're gonna color Smile Chin, and then we're gonna fill all the holes. Yeah, that looks more phony. First gonna color and then I'm gonna do the effects. That's not the effect I was going for. Okay. And for those who follow my Forever Young wiki, I did add another page. Haven't made it completely public just yet because it's a sensitive subject, but it is quite easy to find. And I do want to add more to my wiki, but yeah, it's going slow. I mean, I have so many projects going on. Purple's all done as well. Okay, I think this is it. Oh, that's the wrong one. Forward, step forward. Step forward. Step forward. And save. This one is for zooming out. So yeah, I have 2 upcoming events in a museum. One is confirmed, the other one is not fully confirmed yet. I can't remember how many workshops I gave this year, but plenty, of course. Like I said, I love giving those workshops in the museum in Leiden. And they once even had an event on a Sunday, a public event. So anyone could follow the workshop. And yes, there were people who followed my workshop. Okay, so now we're going to do the background because the effects can't interfere with that. So she's still pointing at the air right now, but don't worry, that will change, that will change. And let's keep the background yellowish. This one is a bit green yellowish, but that's okay. Okay, so this is the comic. Now we need the effects, which are going to be easy. Beep boop blow. Oh, that's wrong layer. And let's see, overlay. No, that's a bit too much. Screen, lighten, color dodge, because they're screens of light, but this is a bit too much. This is a bit too little. Maybe soft light. Nope, nope. This is all disappearing act, so we're just going to do the normal. And now I need to do the special effects. This needs to be on top. And let's give it a little bit of glow effect. And we can actually give our layers a little glow as well, because it's all digital. Yeah, that's the wrong layer. Lost my mouse again. Ctrl S. Okay, I need to run to the restroom. One moment. There, I'm sorry about the sudden interruption. For those who don't know, I'm lactose intolerant, and they say that people with lactose intolerance can deal with yogurt better than normal dairy, and I can tell you, no difference. Wrong layer. This doesn't look nice. Okay, comic done. Is there actually anyone looking who can do the text check? Is anyone out there? I have multiple text check people, so don't worry. Almost at comic 900. Great, need to reset it. I dislike when I need to read because memory full. There. Now let's save for web. Save. Let's see. Banner. That's the wrong size. So that's not representative. Let me get the big size. And meanwhile, delete this. I guess I should close the window. I'll enlarge it later on. Okay, I think this is gonna be the text. So I'm gonna stop the recording because this is not very interesting for people, for me to watch waiting and etc. Just waiting a little bit more. Okay, got a bit feedback. Interesting. Didn't know that I had that feature. Okay, so thank you for that text. I'll continue that later. First, let's English version. Episode 15. I think I have an idea what to do. Oh, I can do that. That's a long episode. Okay, I know what to do. I know what to do. And it shouldn't take too long. If I can find a brush. That would really help things. So I'm not just yet, just preparing things. So my excuse is this is a second wolf. Okay, then I get away with it. Okay, am I logged in? Why am I in dark mode, by the way? See more. Looking for assets. Great. How can I search in this? Just assets. Meanwhile, just give this a nice soft brownish hue because I want warm colors. I am getting to the part, the end. Well, I'm pretty much halfway chapter 1, so that means for chapter 2 I can pick new music. But first, rope brush. I can just look for rope. Well, if this is a simple rope brush, I'm okay with it. I don't need very expensive thing. This is not the one I'm looking for. This is just the same shape over and over again. Is this a continuous brush? That's one brush. And let's see, because I always am unlucky and then it's not the one I'm looking for or whatever. Great. Can I just go back to the assets? Final. Do it again. Rope. And filter. I want the free ones because I don't have any clippy ones. Is this a simple rope brush as well? Is this a brush? Well, I can try it anyway. Then, let's see. First, I'm going to try out before I start recording. Brush, special decoration. Sure. And let's put in hatching. Is that a brush? Yes. And let's put this brush into. Okay. So first we're gonna check this one out. Oh yeah, I can see that. And this one, when drawn bigger. Yeah, I can use both, but I think this one is better. Just doesn't match really. But that's okay. I can work with this. And good evening to Waffles the Dinosaur. That's an awesome name, by the way. Need to press record. Where is my record button? Record. Start recording. There. First thing I need to do is draw a pole. And I need just a normal brush for that. My pencil. That's a bit too big. First gonna sketch it. There's a piece of wood with a little stump on it. I do like the pole, by the way. That's actually a very lovely stump. I am going to trace it so it all matches. And needs to be a bit bigger perspective-wise. Okay, this is very... and this needs to be bigger because it's a bigger part of the rope. Yeah, this is pretty much it. I just need to make it match. But I like my little stumpy, so that's cool. So I think I'm going to keep my stumpy. Just going to remove just a little bit. There we go. Because I really like the sketchy vibe. Sometimes you don't have to make it very complicated, so. But it does help if you have a little guide that kind of tells you how the world works. I think I'm gonna make this a bit. And this one's going to be over it. I kind of do need more rope. More rope. And before people say this is never gonna hold anyone back, first of all, this is a decoration, so I kind of like the design, so that's one excuse of mine. And second of all, it's a magic story, and third of all, there are guards, or well, there were supposed to be guards who would pay attention and then make sure the person tied up wouldn't escape. Okay, I'm really liking my pull. I'm not gonna mess it even more up. I'm gonna return this one. We're gonna return the line because I really like that line, and even though it's not part of the design. This is not perfectly made rope, so there's a little fraying here and there. And for those who are like, you didn't draw it yourself, well, it's a free brush, so it's offered. And it does help me learn a lot of things. Also, I'm limited on time. Okay, so let's put it in a nice spot. Duplicate, but merge it all together. Merge selected layers. There we go. And sometimes the best images aren't very complicated. Bit less. Oh, that's a bit too much. And then more rope color-ish. No, it doesn't really match with the... It matches a bit too much with the background, but it's okay because I'm gonna mix. And now a little bit of green for the grass. It's a bit too saturated, so let's desaturate it. A little bit of brown. Still a bit too saturated, so I'm just gonna desaturate it the cheating way. Bit too much. And now some effect, if I can make that. No. How to do this? Maybe there's a brush for it? I don't think so, but let's try. Maybe first I'm going to make a background. Okay, I actually like this. Not what I was going for, but it works. Let's see if I can find anything in the assets that can help me. Oh, I actually know those brushes, but that's probably not made by the person who posted it. Not anything I can use. So here goes nothing. That's a bit too big. Okay, that's way too opaque. This is not working, but let's make a new layer instead of deleting the early ones. Texture. Thing is, this is too rough. Oh, well, actually, this works. It's a bit too dark now, but that's okay. Nothing light. I think it's going to be multiply. Darken. It's supposed to be fresh blood, but I don't have that much experience with blood. So I'm working with what I can and my knowledge and all my TV knowledge. Okay, do like that, do like that. I think this is a bit too prominent, but I also need something, and I need to keep in mind that it's time for my cat's medicine, but it's not that important he gets it at a specific time, just more or less area of time. Do I have something with something I can use for the background to keep it a bit, but not too much? And I know that's very cryptic, but I'm always cryptic with things like this. I actually like this one, and maybe I can reuse it. Let's try it. I already used it, but you know, I can reuse images. It is supposed to be dark, but okay. Need to leave for a little moment, so enjoy this image for a while. I'll be right back. Let's save it, by the way. I'll be right back. So, I'm back again. At least this one was a short one. Need to see a little bit of the texture, but not too much. Maybe I did lighten it too much. And this one, I really don't like this piece. Just gonna try something. Oh, I actually like that as a background. Soft brush. A little bit darker. Yeah, I actually like this better. It's very simple, but yeah, I like this. Do I need something extra, or is this gonna be it? Just doing a little bit of experimenting. Oh, we do. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. We don't need the cloud of blood. All hail the flesh cloud. Nah. Maybe some shading. Because if we're honest, no, this is going to be a bit too much shading, adding shadow, but that's okay. Just gonna use a little bit of blur. To multiply and then make it not that much. Don't think this should be here. I feel like something is missing. I just don't know what. Maybe some stars? Do I have a galaxy scanned? Okay, this is more snow than galaxy, but let's see what it does. I feel it misses something and I don't know what. Yep, this is a lot better. It just breaks. Okay, so that's episode 16. So no character in here. Did happen before. Which audiobook? Let's show off my stuff. Okay, so this made it very tiny, which was not supposed to be happening. There we go. Nope. For some odd reason, this is the small one. So Pixely, it's the web version. Episode 2, episode 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the ones that are already posted. 7 is, by the way, posted as well. So I should put 7, which is this one. This one's also posted. And then we have episode 8, which is next week. Very sketchy, bit too sketchy perhaps. Reused the sword that I created because I was very proud of the sword. Episode 9. Episode 10, which I really like. By the way, this is my own hand I drew. Episode 11. We have 2 crying ones very close by, but if you know the story, you know. This is one, there's no character. This is 13. 14. I don't think Blade looks like Blade. And 15. And now we have 16. Bit grim. You know, it works. And when it works, it works. So this is it for today. Calling it quits. I'm gonna give my cat his medicine. So first stop the recording. There we go. Thank you for being here, and I'll be seeing you next week, is my guess. Bye bye.